In the boundless ocean of Hindu mythology, every story carries a hidden truth. Some stories are celebrated and well known, while others remain quietly nestled in scriptures, waiting to be rediscovered. Among these lesser-heard tales is one where two of the most beloved deities, Lord Ganesha, the remover of obstacles, and Lord Hanuman, the embodiment of strength and devotion, were chosen together to protect the very order of the cosmos. This story explains how wisdom and strength were united forever to safeguard the heavens. It all began with Sage Durvasa, a sage whose wisdom was as deep as the ocean, but whose temper was equally fierce. He was known to test kings, gods, and mortals alike, often appearing unannounced with blessings or curses that could change destinies. One day, Sage Durvasa received a divine garland, infused with spiritual energy, a gift of prosperity and fortune from the goddess of wealth herself. With reverence, he decided to present this garland to Lord Indra, the king of the heavens. When Sage Durvasa arrived in Indra's court, Indra welcomed him, but what followed revealed the arrogance that often clouded the king of gods. Instead of wearing the sacred garland with respect, Indra placed it casually on the trunk of his mighty elephant, Airavata. The elephant, unaware of the garland's sanctity, flung it down and trampled it beneath his feet. To the sage, this was not just disrespect. It was an insult to divine energy itself. In a rage, Sage Durvasa cursed Indra and all the devas. He declared that because they had dishonored the divine gift, their strength, fortune, and glory would abandon them. As his words echoed through the heavens, the curse took effect. Slowly but surely, the gods began to lose their power, their influence fading like the setting sun. This loss created an imbalance in the universe. The asuras, enemies of the devas, seized the opportunity. Growing stronger by the day, they began launching fierce attacks on heaven, driving fear into the hearts of the gods. The once glorious kingdom of Indra trembled, its defenses weakened, its warriors uncertain. The devas, helpless, realized that they needed divine intervention. So they turned to the eternal Trinity, Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva, and Goddess Parvati. With folded hands and bowed heads, the gods pleaded for guidance. Lord Vishnu, calm as the still waters, explained that while Sage Durvasa's curse could not be undone, the balance of the universe had to be restored. To achieve this, wisdom and strength needed to be united, for one without the other could not protect the heavens. At this moment, the eyes of the assembly turned toward Lord Ganesha, son of Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati. Lord Ganesha is known as Vignaharta, the remover of obstacles, and Buddhi Pradayaka, the giver of wisdom. His very presence ensures clarity of thought, foresight, and the ability to overcome challenges. Without wisdom, even the mightiest efforts can fail. The devas knew that Lord Ganesha's guidance would allow them to act with intelligence and restore harmony. But wisdom alone would not suffice, for the asuras were relentless, and the heavens required a guardian whose strength could strike fear into the heart of evil. And so, thoughts turned to Lord Hanuman. The son of Vayu, born of divine energy, Lord Hanuman was unmatched in power. His leaps could cross oceans, his roars could shake mountains, and his courage was beyond compare. Yet what made him greater than all was his humility and devotion. Strength not for pride, but for service. The assembly realized that only with Lord Ganesha and Lord Hanuman together could the heavens truly be protected. One would be the guiding intellect, the remover of obstacles. The other would be the fearless warrior, the eternal servant of righteousness. It was decided. They would be appointed as the guardians of the devas. And so, in a grand celestial gathering, attended by gods, sages, and the Trinity themselves, Lord Ganesha and Lord Hanuman were called forth. The heavens resounded with hymns, conches were blown, and the skies glowed with radiance. Lord Vishnu declared that from this day forward, Lord Ganesha would represent wisdom and foresight for the Devas, while Lord Hanuman would represent strength and valor. Together, they would be the twin pillars of protection. Lord Shiva himself spoke, saying, "Wisdom without strength is powerless, and strength without wisdom is dangerous. But when the two unite, nothing in the three worlds can shake their foundation." Goddess Parvati blessed them with eternal honor, and even the great sages bowed to this divine partnership. From that day, whenever the Devas faced challenges, they invoked the blessings of Lord Ganesha and the protection of Lord Hanuman. The Asuras, who once stormed the gates of heaven with confidence, now trembled at the very thought of confronting them. Wisdom outmaneuvered their schemes, and strength crushed their advances. Slowly, balance returned, and the heavens regained their glory. But the story does not end there. The deeper meaning of this tale lies in the lesson it carries for humanity. Lord Ganesha teaches us that intellect, clarity, and patience are essential before embarking on any path. His very form, with the large ears, small eyes, and elephant head, is symbolic. Listen more, observe deeply, and think clearly. Lord Hanuman, on the other hand, shows us that raw strength is not enough. It must be tempered with devotion, humility, and a sense of duty. His power was always in service of Dharma, never for pride. When we bring wisdom and strength together in our own lives, we too can overcome obstacles. Wisdom guides us to make the right choices, while strength gives us the courage to act on them. This is the eternal balance represented by Lord Ganesha and Lord Hanuman. Even today, many devotees begin their prayers by invoking Lord Ganesha to remove obstacles, and Lord Hanuman to grant courage and protection. In temples across India, both deities are worshipped side by side, embodying the truth that the greatest protection comes when the mind is guided by wisdom, and the heart is empowered by strength. The union of Lord Ganesha and Lord Hanuman as protectors of the heavens remains one of the most beautiful teachings of Hindu mythology. It reminds us that no obstacle is too great, and no enemy too powerful, when wisdom and strength walk hand in hand. And so their story continues to inspire, not just as myth, but as a guiding light for how we live our lives. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Mythology Medley. Click the bell icon for more such amazing mythological content.